All right, hi everyone. Let's see why we were trying to connect you. Successfully connected. All right, looks like we're here. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you're watching this at a later date, we do this every single Friday at 8:30 p.m. And we come here and we talk about Disney news. Some weeks are shorter than others, but for the most part, it is about a 15-minute chat talking Disney news and whatnot. One moment while we wait for some people to join the room here. Usually give it about 30 seconds at the beginning here. Let's see. Before we get started tonight, we are going to give these away. There's no one currently in the chat room, so if for some reason nobody watches tonight, we will give these away at a later date. But if you're watching in the future, these are already gone. I'm giving them away right now. So we don't always do these giveaways. This is actually the first time I'm I think this is our 10th or 12th or some odd week doing this live stream show. But this is the first time we've ever done a giveaway. It's not something we commonly do, but hey, we figured why not. We will give those away probably later in the show, obviously. And we have a lot of news to talk about. I have a lot of notes taken down here from D23 and everything that's going on. So let's see. Like I said, we're going to give it a couple of minutes, see who joins the room here. Let me know if you're here. Say hi in the chat room and we can talk. If I go fast through anything, because there's a lot to cover tonight, we will just later on in the show, we will go back and cover any of those topics. Let's see. My internet seems to be acting a little strange tonight, so sorry if I'm cutting in and out. Let me know if you can hear me or what's going on. I have a little bar here on this app to tell me how my internet's handling, and it does not seem to be handling well right now. Let's see, make sure I have everything off. Quit. Ooh, quit that. One moment, guys. I'm going to try to shut some things off on the computer here, and we'll get started. Who's been watching stuff from D23 so far? Watching either live streams or YouTube videos or just write-ups or Twitter or whatever it may be. What do you like? What have you seen? What interests you? What do you think is going to be cool? What don't you care for? What don't you care at all about? Let's see. We are almost there, guys. Quitting out some couple more things here. Let's see. All options escape. Don't save. We're still waiting for the chat room to fill up a minute here before we jump into anything. All right, a couple people in. I can hear and see you, Stephanie Lockwood. Thank you, Stephanie, for letting me know that you can hear and see me. It seems that there's moments where it's going really well. I don't know. I can't tell, obviously, because I'm not watching, but according to my little bar here, it seems moments that they're going really well, but it's kind of cutting in and out. Anyways, if you're just jumping in, tonight we're going to cover a couple of pre-D23 news items that happened before the week started, but basically all the stuff that's happened so far today. Today was the first day of D23. And we've actually seen a lot of stuff so far. Some of it I'm going to blow through. So if I pass by something or I don't talk about something that you would like to talk about from D23 today, let me know in the chat room where I don't know. I can't see the screen that you're seeing. Wherever your chat room is, probably below if you're watching on your phone, which most people watch this on their phone. So yeah, let me know what you guys want to talk about. I'm also kind of watching Facebook and Twitter, so if you want to comment there, if that's easier, I'll probably see it. We are also, at some point in time tonight, going to give away these. I have a Finn and a Gin or so. Finn and Gin. We're going to give these away at some point in time tonight. I don't normally do this. If you watch this, it's not something that I commonly do, but tonight we're going to do a little giveaway because why not? And it looks like there's a few people in the room, so we will get started now. The first thing I would like to talk about, give me a second because I have actually a lot of pictures queued up for the, where is it at? There goes this guy right here. But it'll take me a minute to switch some of them over. So, the first thing we want to talk about, actually here's the characters that will be given away, so check those out there. It's kind of a crappy photo from my phone, but it works. First thing we're going to talk about today is Disney has officially announced, even though we knew it was coming, but we know all the details now of their Uber competitor. Many people who do not drive to Disney, we drive to Disney, but many people who do not drive frequently take Uber to get around the parks. From what I gather and from my experience of using Uber in other cities is that for under $10, we're going to round it, but we'll say $10, you can get basically anywhere on property with an Uber. They won't drop you off at the front of Magic Kingdom, and there's a lot of restriction to like parks-wise where they'll drop you off, but like for Magic Kingdom you can get dropped off at like Contemporary, something like that, and walk over. There are some pretty good hacks. We knew this was coming. They announced a while ago that they're going to have like a personalized driving service. That's fine. They announced it, and it's going to be $15 to $20 per ride. I do not believe it's per person, but it is per ride. That's a lot of money. That's if it is 20, even on the high end, like rounding up to 10, which I'm fairly positive from what I understand, you can get almost anywhere in the park for much less than 10. But again, rounding up, that's double the price of what an Uber costs. So it just doesn't make sense. Like, I still don't understand why anybody would take this service. I believe also these are D20 or WDW News today originally said it was going to be sponsored by Chevy. That it was like a Chevy sponsorship, or it was going to be run by Chevy, which makes sense because the test track. But the vans that they've shown since at D23 have been these guys, and these are Hondas. So I don't know if these are actually separate things. I'm sorry if I'm giving you misinformation, but I believe these are the quote-unquote mini vans. I don't know if they're going to have that big ears and bow on it. I imagine that probably isn't very aerodynamic, but it is. That is the rumor, but it's a lot of money. My fear is, I'm not one that gets down on Disney at all. I am what many people in the Disney community would call a pixie duster. I don't really see much that Disney does wrong. I am all about change and progress and blah, 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 blah. I really like Uber, though. It's a service I believe in. I like everything about it. I guess I really don't like Uber. I like Lyft, but you get the idea. I like this service, this idea of this service. And I think what we're going to see is Disney's going to ban Lyft and Uber and ride-sharing stuff from the parks, and then your only option would be this $20 guy instead of like an $8 Uber ride or Lyft ride. So I don't use it. It doesn't affect me, but I think if that's where it goes, where they end up banning and removing Lyft and Uber from property, I think that's a bad move. That's my opinion. Next was the big one that was broke earlier this week, and of course everyone's had their time joking about it. The Tron coaster, according to WDW News today, in an article that said confirmed, which if you later read was not so much confirmed, was more like, I have a lot of sources that say that it's probably going to happen, sort of thing. But he says, WDW News says, confirmed, Tron coaster's coming, goodbye Tomorrowland Speedway. There was initially kind of... overall, I would say the response has been positive. I think people wanted it. It's like the one thing from Shanghai or any of the overseas parks that we don't have that like we really kind of want here. But I did see some like people who were like being negative and like kind of being naysayers about it. And I posted something on Twitter and I said like, just stop trying to be mad about it. Like, you can't intentionally be mad. There's no way you can tell me that this right here, this image, and this ride, if you've seen anything of it, is not as good as that. I just don't believe you. The Tomorrowland Speedway is bogus. If it was Autopia, if it was themed as well as Autopia, if they were telling me they were going to take the Tomorrowland Speedway and theme it and turn it into an Autopia from Disneyland, then maybe I'd be mad. But it's not. This is like a Cedar Fair, and if you don't know what that is, like Cedar Point and Carowinds and basically Six Flags attraction. This is a bad attraction. This is not themed well. This is not... Like, what I like about Disney, I frequently talk, Courtney and I talk with friends about, like, what I like about Disney is the fact that it's a theme park. I don't care about, the, like, I don't, like, when we have Carowinds 2.5 hours away from here, we go, I don't like roller coasters. Like, that's not my thing. I'm not going for, like, thrill rides. Like, I like the theming. I like to be immersed in Disney World and the bubble and all these things. So, like, you can't possibly tell me that, like, this isn't as good as the Tomorrowland Speed. I mean, it's a huge improvement. The Tomorrowland Speed, it doesn't really fit in Tomorrowland. Like, there's just, it's a bad ride, guys. Like, you cannot be possibly mad that this is coming. What do you guys think? You for it, against it? I mean, a lot of people use the excuse of their kids. It's like they were excited to drive for the first time. I have a 3-year-old and we've never actually taken her on it. It's kind of bogus, guys. I'm sorry. The Tomorrowland Speedway is not a good ride. Let's see. Moving on to the next thing. We have the first video of what the changes to Pirates and the redhead scene is going to look like. Disneyland Paris is done. They've updated. It's here. You can watch a video online. Unless you speak French, you probably won't know what they're saying. But what you can do is see what she looks like. She's holding the gun. There's also a new Barbossa animatronic at Paris. I'm not sure. I haven't read into it. I'm not sure if we're getting that here in America. But, like, that's really cool. Like, it's... if you watched last week, and we actually had quite a few viewers last week, I'm actually really excited for the change to the redhead scene. I'm not mad about it. There was actually a great moment in D23 that happened a few minutes ago. I don't have the quote in front of me, but basically this older Imagineer who's been with the company, I believe, forever. I know he's a very famous Imagineer, and I didn't write his name down, but he basically said, like, I get why you're mad, but, like, stop. Change happens, and change needs to happen, and it needs to grow. And so basically, if you just do some searching, WW News Today, or Imagine, or Inside the Magic, or whatever it is, you can find video of the Paris' version of this ride, which is going to be coming to Disneyland and Disney World, and you can basically see what it's going to look like. It looks cool. I don't know what she's saying, so I can't tell you because I don't speak French, but overall, it looks cool. I thought it was going to look cool before I seen it. Seeing it just confirms it. I'm not mad about it at all. I know many people disagree with me. The Imagineer at D23, there was booing when this topic came up. People just are irrationally upset about this. I think completely irrational. So, we'll see. Looks like we have some comments here going back to Tron. Let's see. Aaron said, so excited. I'm assuming you're talking about Tron. If you're not, you're wrong. Tron, I am very excited for Tron. I'm just messing around with you. Stephanie Lockwood, I've been on the Speedway once and I won't go again. I'm all for the Tron ride. Again, if we were talking, and there has been rumors that Autopia will go away at Disneyland. I think they're much weaker rumors, but there's rumors that it will go away at Disneyland and that that they will also get the Tron ride. Then I can see people being mad. Autopia is well themed. It feels like a Disney ride. The Speedway is not Autopia. It's just not. Let's see. He worked with Walt on Disneyland. Skylar's his name, I think. I can't remember his first name. Talking about the pirates here. Yeah, I didn't catch his name. It literally happened. Like, I was trying to pull images for this tonight, and I refreshed my screen, and like a bunch of people retweeted it. I also retweeted it, so if you follow us at Main Citizens on Twitter, you'll see his little quote. But, like, it's just... change happens, guys. It's really not that big of a deal. Like, there were women pirates. Actually, the pirate who had the largest naval fleet, I don't even know what it's called because I don't know that much about pirates, in the history of, I believe, ever, or at least in pirating times, that pirates as we know them in, like, this version here, was a woman. She was a Chinese pirate. Like, she was a beast. You can look her up. Give it up, people. It's just not that serious. It doesn't ruin the ride. Like, the movies do it without selling women in it, and it's totally fine. There's no it doesn't need to be in there. Moving on, because we are, like, going way over. I'm not even on, like, a quarter through my list, and this is, like, usually when I end this thing. Star Wars Land models. So, last night at D23, Bob Chapek, the head of parks, came out and he basically said, like, hey, we got a lot going on, blah, 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 Star Wars. And then he revealed this thing. Where is it? How do I do this? There we go. He revealed that thing right there. And basically said, like, here is what's coming. Here's a model. If you watched last week, I kind of gave my predictions of D23, and if you've talked with me on Twitter or Instagram at all, I gave some predictions, and basically I said, I don't think that we're going to see very much at D23. I think we're going to start, well, this is what I was saying. I was saying, I think we're going to get a Toy Story update, and I think we're going to get, like, some physical things from Star Wars, and this is the kind of physical thing that I meant. I meant models. I meant, like, ride vehicles, and maybe characters and stuff like that. And this is what we got, like, unofficial date one. Like, people were there last night, but, like, it technically didn't start till today. So, like, I'm going to be wrong. Like, my prediction of, like, we're not going to get much park stuff is, like, completely wrong. We are going to get tons of park stuff. If they led on, like, an unofficial thing, like, with, like, what I thought was going to be the big thing, this is going to be, like, tomorrow is Saturday, so we're recording this, if you're watching this later, we're recording this a day before the Parks panel. So tomorrow's the Parks panel. I'm not sure exactly what time. This one was, animation was just happening and just ended, so, like, if it's anything like today, like 5, I don't know, probably noon or 1 because it's Saturday, though. But yeah, we're going to get a lot of stuff, I think. But here's the thumbnail. I couldn't get really an image bigger than this up here, but I got one more closer up that I found. It is this guy. So you can see they have some shadowy figures in there to show people. If you have seen anything from Pandora or anything like that, it's not going to look like this. Like, if Pandora is shoulder to shoulder right now, still weeks later, Star Wars Land's going to be, I mean, New Year's Eve busy year, like, for the first, like, 5 years. Like, but yeah, you can see some models. If you go on, like, WDW News Today or Inside the Magic or Chip & Co., you can find ton more images, or just browse Twitter or really Instagram, like, anywhere where, like, Disney News is. People have tons more images. I just didn't have the time to really load them all up. But, like, it looks phenomenal. And I know they say Pandora was supposed to be, like, the answer to Harry Potter. It clearly wasn't. Like, this is, I mean, just amazing. One thing I did notice is this area, when you see the bigger one, which I'll pull up the small image here. This area seems so much bigger than, like, what the space they have plotted out at Disneyland or Disney World. So, like, dude, are they expanding? Is it just a weird scale? I've also seen a couple people on Twitter who have mentioned the same thing. Like, it seems like this model is much bigger than the plot of land that they have plotted out for it. I don't know, but we'll see. But yeah, this looks amazing. Going over the chat room real quick. Let's see. Aaron, those photos look incredible. I'm assuming you're talking about Star Wars. Yes, they do. There's plenty more on the internet, guys, if you want to go see them. I just, like I said, didn't have time to load them all in here. I'm so excited about this. So awesome. Yes, very excited. I mean, I like Star Wars. I like Star Wars 8 or 9 out of 10. But, like, I am not by any means, like, a fanatic. I don't know everything about Star Wars. Like I owned Star Wars Trivial Pursuit at one point in time, and I was, like, really bad at it. Like, I like the movies, but I'm not a fanatic. But I'm, like, really excited about this. Like, I love Harry Potter, and Harry Potter, the Wizarding World at Universal, and, like, this just seems just in a whole far new world. And then Aaron said, and to compare the artwork from Pandora to reality, I think this is going to be amazing. Yeah, like, this, exactly. Like, they did so well, like, with what we've seen from concept from Pandora to what really exists. This is going to be amazing. I also did not load this up, but you can go out and you can find a ride vehicle from a ride called, let's see, I don't have it wrote down, but basically the ride's called, like, Escape from the First Order, or something like that. But yeah, you can find a ride vehicle from the Escape from the First Order ride. It looks almost like the dinosaur ride, but it doesn't seem to have I don't know if the way the model is, it just shows it this way, but it doesn't seem to have, like, wheels under it, so maybe it's a trackless system. But they didn't announce anything about that ride. It's just a ride vehicle that you can see. Disney is great in the chat room. Was there any parks news announced today? Not really. There was just a moment a few minutes ago, we were just talking about it, where they were talking about the Pirates change. You can see a video online of Pirates, the redhead scene has been changed in Paris already, so you can kind of see, unless you know French, you probably don't know what they're saying. I didn't, at least. But yeah, you can go in and see at least what to expect visually. They also got a new Barbossa animatronic, and I'm not sure that our Barbossas in America are going to get updated. Tron Coaster was announced last week, but like it's not official. There's no parks announcement. These images here from Star Wars Land, I guess they're not announcements, but like there's a couple images, this one, and then I don't have any more loaded, but if you go to WDW News Today or Chip & Co. or Inside the Magic or any news source, Twitter search, Instagram, you can find this image as well as many others of like this is a 3D physical model of Star Wars Land. And so far through everything that I've gotten, that's it. I will, going on to my next little rant here, is Mission Space. I don't think this was announced at D23, but this was announced, or I don't know. The news places, WDW News Today, Chip & Co. and Inside the Magic, all these people that I keep referencing are posting that Mission Space, which has been down for the summer, which not too many people really care about, or too mad about, but I like the ride, has been down for the summer. There's been many rumors that it was going to get a Guardians overlay, and now there is rumors that it's just getting updated, like the screen, if you've wrote it, it's kind of a dated thing, but like there are going to be a lot of updates to it. There hasn't been really much of anything news or confirmation. They have announced, though, or at least the news sites are saying, that it's going to be delayed till at least September. I think it was supposed to open this month. If you like Mission Space like me, it's kind of a bummer. But for me, I'm not going till August, so it's not that big of a deal. I also won't be going to Epcot when I'm there. But is what it is. It's down. Maybe it'll get updated, or maybe it'll be Guardians, and I think it'd be a perfect ride for Guardians. I think it'd be a lot of fun. But so be it. We'll see what happens, or if we get an announcement tomorrow that it's getting torn down. I don't know that. I'm not starting rumors here. Let's see. Going back over the chat room. Is there any parks news announced? No. Isn't there going to be a big park panel sometime within the next few days? Yes. That's from Disney is Great. They said, isn't there going to be a big parks panel sometime within the next few days? Tomorrow. I don't know the time. Google it. I'm sure it's readily available. I've had a really busy day and didn't get around to getting all this information. But yes, it's tomorrow at, we'll say 1. That time is completely made up. But yeah, it's tomorrow. There's just been like a few panels where like Imagineers or Bob Iger have just dropped little bits of knowledge. It's tomorrow. I've never been on it. Mission Space is awesome. It makes a lot of people sick. And if you're claustrophobic, I really wouldn't do it. I am not a claustrophobic person at all. And there was moments where I felt like, oh my God, like the whole thing comes like just inches from your face. So if you're not cool with claustrophobia and if you're not cool with spinning, it is not a ride for you. But it's a really phenomenal experience. Like I've never been to space, but it's exactly how I imagined it would be. Let's see. Next thing, speaking of Mr. Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, he did say today, quote, there will be many, many, many announcements for the parks panel, or during the parks panels. So I think we're gonna have a big day tomorrow. We'll see. I have not seen or heard of. I mean, we've all seen the rumors. I don't know. I still, even though I just said that, like, my big thing that I thought was going to be the Star Wars 3D model, and they announced that, like, before it even started. So I'm clearly going to be wrong, but, like, I'm not sure that we're going to get a ton of stuff tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. If we do get a ton of stuff, and some stuff's really cool, like, stuff that we haven't seen rumors, maybe I'll do another one of these live streams. We can talk about it, like, Sunday or something like that. But, yeah. So apparently we're going to get a lot of announcements tomorrow. The big panel today at D23 was the animation panel. And I haven't had a chance to read into exactly what happened, but apparently there was way more people than they had room for. I'm assuming all these people had tickets or reserved spaces and they could not get in. And there was a lot of chaos apparently. Like the picture that I'm showing here is overflow from the panel. And I guess Disney is offering them a guaranteed spot at the parks panel or the live action panel tomorrow to fix it. But yeah, I guess there was, if you search like, WDW News Today was posting about it, like there's a lot of very angry people, I guess. And I guess I can see why, because basically what we're going to talk about from this point in the video going forward is all movie animation related. So there was a lot of little announcements and stuff that we haven't seen yet, but I hope they announced stuff coming. Oops, before finishing. Yeah, Disney is great. I think we are going to get a lot of, if what Bob Iger's saying is true, like we're going to get all this news, many announcements. I think we're going to get the Epcot stuff, Future World specifically. There's been a lot of rumors about Brazil coming to the World Showcase. I'm sure we'll get that. I'm sure we're going to get dates for Toy Story Land. I'm sure we're going to get more ride information for Star Wars. I'm sure we're going to get transportation stuff. There's been rumors of these self-driving cars that are supposed to be there by next year. I'm sure we'll get Tron. All these things that are rumors. I will be shocked if we get anything that hasn't already been rumored by like WDW News Today or just Twitter, Instagram, Facebook world. Like there's a lot of rumors floating out there that you can very easily find. And there's ones that have been around for a lot longer, being rumored by more credible sources, and I would just be overall shocked if we got anything of importance that we don't already know or assume about the parks. Epcot being the big one. So, the animation panel happened. Some people didn't get in. Let's not talk about the people not getting in. Let's talk about what they announced. I'm going to fly through a lot of this because overall I don't know anything about it. I didn't watch any of the panels. I wasn't watching live streams. I'm just seeing Twitter reactions and news sites reposting stuff. So I'm going to tell you a little bit that I know from reactions on the Twitters and stuff. And overall, I won't know much at all. Disney is great. Going back to the last topic, I hope they announce the new name for Hollywood Studios and plans for the park. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if we get more Hollywood Studios stuff, I talked about last week, there's rumors that Monstropolis was going to be coming to Hollywood Studios. I'm sure if they announce that, I mean, that basically takes away all the studios part of it. It still leaves some Hollywood part of it, but the studios, that would basically level all of the studios, so they definitely need to come with the name announcements. And if Star Wars opened in 2019 and Toy Story's opened in 2018, you probably want to have the new name of the park before those open. So I imagine we probably will get a new name of the park this weekend. Let's see. Going on to the animation panel. First thing they announced was a new Pixar film. John Lasseter was on stage. Let's see if I can find. There we go. New Pixar film coming out. It's going to take place in a suburban setting where unicorns are commonplace. I've heard them described as basically unicorns, like if raccoons were unicorns. So there's going to be a lot of unicorns in it. That's about all we know for it. It's the next unannounced Pixar film. Obviously, we have Coco coming up next, and I think Gigantic is Pixar. I'm not sure. But, yeah. So there's a movie coming out about unicorns. Cool. I mean, it's hard to get excited. I mean, I'm excited for anything Pixar, but it's hard to get excited if you don't really know what these are about. Wreck-It Ralph 2. I've just seen a lot of people's reactions with, wow, amazing, oh my god. So they were showing, from what I understand, a handful of clips of Wreck-It Ralph at the animation panel today, and then something happened, and I don't quite understand, but they said Vanellope went to ohmydisney.com. Without being there, that statement makes 0 sense. But apparently that happened. I also heard many people say the Vanellope scene made a lot of people cry. I haven't seen it. I don't know what any of that means. But yeah, cool. I liked the first Wreck-It Ralph. We watch it probably once a week in this house. I'm excited about the next one. I don't. Again, these are all really hard to talk about when you haven't seen any of the previews or anything like that. You're just seeing reactions online of people saying hashtag Wreck-It Ralph 2, OMG, wow. I don't know what any of that means, but I've heard people cried because of Vanellope. I heard Vanellope leaves and goes to ohmydisney.com and then interacts with the princesses, which are all officially modeled in 3D, which I think other than a few random cartoons, doesn't ever really happen, which I've heard is, I don't know. I don't know what any of this means, but yeah, it happens, I guess. Aaron said, Wreck-It Ralph and The Princess for the Win. Yes, absolutely. I mean, there's the rumor that we're going to be getting Wreck-It Ralph of some form in Tomorrowland, where Stitch is. Just makes me excited. Even the rumor of it makes me excited. Let's see, the next thing is Incredibles 2. There was a panel for Incredibles 2. The movie apparently takes place basically at the very end of Incredibles 1. So apparently it's going to kind of flow as one movie. The whole cast was on stage, including Samuel L. Jackson. I had a really dumb moment there, and when I seen that on Twitter, I was like, who is Samuel L. Jackson in The Incredibles? Didn't click to me. He is absolutely Frozone, so I'm an idiot. But yeah, it's happening. We knew it was happening. Woo! Incredibles is considered like one of the best animated films ever by like a lot of standards. Like not just awards or sales or whatever, but like by filmmaking standards. It's like a lot of people say it's hands down the best superhero movie that exists. I don't know about that. I've seen Wonder Woman, but people like it. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. The next one is Toy Story 4 is coming in 2019. That's all I got. Woo! Frozen 2 was announced, and it's no longer called Frozen 2. It's called Frozen Adventure. That's also all I got. I heard they didn't really spend much time on it, so cool. I like Frozen. If you've ever chatted with me, I mean, I have a kid. We watched it a bajillion times. I could probably recite the whole movie just sitting here. Cool. And last but not least, Disney is announced Disney Animation, which, if you do not know, is different than Pixar. Disney Animation Studios is two different companies, kind of both ran and directed and overrun by John Lasseter from Pixar. But yeah, they operate separately. Disney announced a new untitled movie. It's a space movie. It's from the Cars universe, so kind of like the planes. It will get a theatrical release, unlike the planes and fire rescue movies do. But cool. I like Cars. Cars 2 was bogus. I haven't seen it. Cars 2 is bogus. I still haven't seen it. But cool. I like it. Sign me up. I like space. I like cars. Seems weird that with like WALL-E that we need Cars like spaceship movie, but like sure. Let's do it. Going back to the chat room. Incredibles is going to be awesome. More Edna. Absolutely. Edna's the best character in the movie. No capes. Alright. I think that's all I have for tonight. Does anybody have any questions before we do the giveaway here? Any questions about D23? Any questions about anything that we talked about? I will go over the list real quick and we can start from the beginning. If there's anything that you came in late for that I talked about. Also, if I didn't cover something from D23 that you're really excited about or you really hated, let me know and we will chat about it. Minnie van the Lyft / Uber replacement was announced. Tron coaster coming to Tomorrowland and getting rid of the Speedway. Woo! Pirates of the Caribbean Redhead scene has already been changed in Paris. It's coming to the America parks like next month or something like that. I don't know, by September or October. I don't know. It's coming, but you can see a video of it, and if you speak French, you know what she's saying, and I don't, so let me know in the comments below. Star Wars model was released, and there's a ride vehicle that you can see. It's 3D models. You can see them. They're physical. You can walk around them. I mean, I can't because I'm not at D23, but it was at D23. You can see them. You can kind of learn more about it, look into it. Mission Space has extended its refurb time window. It's longer now. I'm hoping it's Guardians overlay, but rumor is it's just nothing. Maybe we'll find out tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Parks panel. So we're talking about all this a day early because I'm smart. And so maybe if they talk about a ton of stuff at the Parks panel tomorrow, we'll come back and talk about it. Because Bob Iger, the CEO of Disney, said the Parks panel is going to be many news or something like that. Lots of many's in there. A couple many's in there. The animation panel had a lot of overflow issues, and all those people get to go to like the Parks or live action panel tomorrow. I'm not at D23. This doesn't affect me, but it seemed like it was pretty bad, and it seems like depending on who you talk to, Disney handled it really well, or Disney completely is a doofus. I don't know. It seems like they handled it well. You got people guaranteed access to a different panel. Like, at some point in time, yeah, you admit you screwed up. You sold too many tickets to one panel, but I don't know. New Pixar movie. Unicorns. Lots of unicorns. That's all they told us. Wreck-It Ralph 2. Wow. I haven't seen anything from it, but from what I've heard, it's just amazing. Like, everybody still, if you load up Twitter and search Disney or D23, like, people are still talking about Wreck-It Ralph 2. The Incredibles 2. It's happening. We already knew that. Toy Story 4, 2019. Also happening. We already knew that. Frozen 2 is now called Frozen Adventure. Woo! More Frozen. And there's an untitled Disney space movie that's in or vaguely attached to the Cars universe. Cool. That's it here, I think. We do have a giveaway to do here. Got these two. I haven't, believe it or not, there we go. Believe it or not, I haven't actually come up with a way to officially do this contest. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask 2 questions here. I'm going to write them down on a piece of paper here. And if you guess, whoever guesses my favorite ride will win. We're going to give 1 each away. So the first question you'll get to choose between, if you want, let's say, if you want gin, then you get gin. And then basically whoever wins the second question will get this. I'm ideally not going to give this to the same person / household. So if you win one, you can play the second time around, but you're not going to win the second time around, more than likely, unless absolutely no one plays. At which point I might just keep it for a different giveaway. But yeah, these Elite figures, they're metal, they're die-cast, they're actually really nice. I have a couple up, you cannot see those. Let's see if I can turn this off here. So up there, I have like I have 2 Boba Fett's and a General Grievous, and somewhere, oh, maybe up there, that C-3PO with the red arm. They're really nice figures. Like, they're really, I just don't have a need for these characters. And I wanted to do something. We don't ever do giveaways. We do, like, our bows and stuff, which if you haven't, go check our bow store. Courtney makes bows. They're really nice, and it really helps us out even if you purchase a bow. So, yeah. We're going to do these. The 2 questions we're going to do is, let's see. I'm going to do my, I write terrible, by the way, so when you see this, you're going to be like, what? Alright, so there's one. I will tell you what they are in a second, because I want you to guess before I start here. Alright, if you win, let's see, how can I do this? Because this chat room here deletes itself, I don't get to keep it. So either message me on YouTube or, here, I'll write this down. I'll write it down for you guys. It's just Main Street Citizens. @gmail.com. Email me your information. I think I know most of you in this chat room already. Disney is great. I'm not sure that I follow you 100. I probably do. I follow a ton of people. But there you go, Main Street Citizens. Again, I write terrible. I kind of write like a serial killer. I'll try to actually type it on the screen. Let's see. The 2 things that we're going to guess is my favorite ride and my favorite princess. Aaron, I heart the bows. Yes, thank you. You are the greatest. Let's see. First one we're going to do is we're going to do my favorite ride. So comment below. First person to guess my favorite ride at the parks will win one of these guys. So let me know what is my favorite ride. Let's see. Anyone? Any random guess? Because if not, here's what we'll do. We can keep these until next week and keep doing this next week. Let's do mine. I want to say minecart. You are very close, Aaron, but it is not. It is a close relative of that. I'm going to give easy hints here. Very close relative of minecart, but that is not. Probably my second favorite ride. At least at Magic Kingdom, it's for sure my second favorite ride. Space Mountain. Very close. You guys are both very close. Stephanie and Aaron. Aaron said minecart, Summer Doors minecart, and then Stephanie said Space Mountain. It is a mountain. I'll give you that. That's probably all I can really say. There's only like 2 other rides that leaves in. Oh my God, it's Thunder. It is Big Thunder Mountain. Thank you. Big Thunder Mountain is my favorite Disney ride. So, Aaron, let me know which one you want. Is it Finn or Jin? And I'll put your name on it. And I already have your address. So. Oh, Jamie, it's no big deal. You actually made it just in time for the giveaway. I went really long. I probably wouldn't suggest ever rewatching this video, Jamie. Or I think it's Jamie and Kyle. By the way, your bow went out today. I forgot to put in the shipping number, so it's on its way. Big Thunder, Stephanie, you were a little bit late. Aaron, which character do you want for this? Pick one. Pick anyone. Her. I like the idea of her. Aaron, you get Jen. I will put your name on it. Like I said, I already have your address, so. So Aaron, you can play the next one, but you cannot win the next one. Jamie and Kyle, who just came in. We'll put that back there. Basically what we're doing is I already gave away one, so Finn is left here. He's a little metal die-cast action figure thing. I wrote down on a piece of paper what my favorite ride was, and Aaron guessed it as Big Thunder Mountain. Yes, I write like a savage, like a 3rd grader, but it's right. So basically, I wrote down another question, my favorite princess. So basically, people can keep guessing now below who you think my favorite princess is. If you can guess my favorite princess, Aaron cannot win, and if she guesses the right answer, I will pretty much ignore. But you will win this guy. So let me know if you can guess my favorite princess. It's already wrote down. I won't write anything additional down. If you win, you get Finn, or FN2187. Who is my favorite princess? Aurora. Not Aurora. It's an official princess, too. I'm not going on, like, Moana and these unofficial, like... One of the official, I think they're doing 9. That number might be wrong, but... Not Aurora. Kyle says Princess Leia. No, because she's not an official princess. But yes, I do like Princess Leia. That is a very good guess. But I'm going by like the ones that would show up in Fairy Tale Hall, which is also a big hint. Aaron said, and I'm about 98% sure I know this one. You probably do. You've been to the parks with us, so... Hello? Hello? There we go. There we go. So is it working now? Sorry, my computer went like completely black and then came back up. Yes, you can answer more than once. You can answer as many times as you want. So let me know. It is official princess, so it's one of like the 9 or whatever there is that's official. All of them are Disney except for Merida, who is Pixar. But yes, you can do more than once. So yes, guess as many times as you want. Thanks, Courtney. She's in the other room. She helps me out. Snow White. Close. I really like Snow White, but no. I shouldn't say close. Not close. But I do like Snow White. She is not who's wrote down on this piece of paper. Let's see. There's still a few people in the room. If you're just coming in now, we are trying to guess my favorite princess for FN2187 right here. I have it wrote down on the paper, so you know I'm not just changing it. It's on this paper, and if you guess it right, I will show the paper to prove that I'm not just like changing my character for that. Rapunzel. You and year and location in the park are very close, but it is not Rapunzel. I do like Flynn Rider, though. Cinderella. Close. Nope, not Cinderella. We are closing in on an hour. I've never done a live stream this long. That's awesome, guys. The longest I've ever done a live stream prior to this was like 22 minutes or something like that. I thought that was insane. No one's going to rewatch this, but thank you guys, the ones who are watching. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's see, I see a few people coming in and out of the chat room here. If you're just joining in, I am giving away this action figure. We already gave away the other one. Someone won the last little contest thing. This is Finn, F1287, his little metal guy. We are trying to guess my favorite princess. She is an official princess. I have it wrote down on the paper, so you know I'm not just changing it to give it to someone. She's an official princess, and yeah. Let's see, Fly Me to Disney. Tiana, you are right. Tiana. So if you're just joining in, I'm sorry, because the contest is over. I already have your guys's because of Bo. Sorry, I know if you're just watching, this might be creepy. And I've had the address of both the people who won. It's not nearly that creepy. So you win, Kyle and Jamie. I will probably should have waited to send your ball out until I sent this out, but you'll have another package coming from me. Woo! Yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. We talked about a lot of stuff. If you are really insane and crazy, I basically recapped what we've officially known from D23 so far, plus a few small rumors prior to D23 starting in the week. I went through like a very long list of things. If you are absolutely insane, you can go back and watch basically the 32 to 35 minute long stream before we started this contest here for the past 15-20 minutes. So you can go back and see that, and basically we talked about, I'm not going to go over it again, but basically this will upload in about an hour or two. So, cool. Thanks everybody who did watch. Thanks to everybody who came in at the end and just played the contest with me. Now you guys know a little bit of something about me. I really like Princess Tiana, and Big Thunder Mountain is my favorite ride. Let's see. Aaron, I have a question. Was that your guess? Did you guess Tiana? Let's see. I'll wait for her to respond. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. This has been like another huge long video for us. This is by far the longest video we've ever done, and I will probably never do one this long again. But there's a lot of news, and remember, tomorrow is the parks panel. We're going to hear parks stuff tomorrow. Kyle says it'll go next to his Jon Snow figurine. Hey, someday I'll go through these shelves and make a little video, but maybe it's Courtney and I's collection. It's not just all mine, but there's a bunch of these exact elite, like these elite metal die-cast figures. I have General Grievous, Boba Fett, a special edition white Boba Fett, a C-3PO with the red arm up there. I like these things. I like them, so yeah, cool. Aaron did guess it. I assumed you did because, like I said, you've been to the parks with us and you know us pretty well. All right, and that does it for tonight. Quinn's going to come in and say hi to everyone before we go. And we do this every week, every Friday. So come watch us then. You want to say hi to everyone? Come here.
Yeah. Hi. I love you.
You love them?
Yeah. They're my best friend.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay.
So who's coming today?
Well, there's 7 people in here. It's mainly Miss Erin and our friends Jamie and Kyle. They're watching too.
That's cool.
That's very cool, isn't it? Do you want to say anything? What do you want to say?
About the princesses. I like princesses.
You like princesses? Who's your favorite princess? That's a new one.
I like Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell's not a princess. Who's your favorite princess?
Cinderella.
Cinderella?
Yeah, she's my favorite.
Okay. Who's your next favorite?
I like all of them.
Well, I mean, obviously, I like all of them too.
Hey, I said prince.
Oh, who's your favorite prince? Do you know who my favorite prince is?
What?
Prince Naveen.
Oh, he's from Tiana.
Yep.
I like Tiana.
Yep, me too. All right, let's see. Kyle and Jamie said hi, Quinn. You say hi.
Hi, Jamie.
And can you say hi, Kyle?
Hi, Kyle.
Can you say hi to Miss Erin?
Hi, Miss Erin.
Say miss you.
Miss you.
All right, we're going to let everyone go because people have been watching now. I'm assuming somebody at least. I think Erin's been in here since the get-go for about 50 minutes now. So we're going to wrap up. You want to say bye to everyone?
Yeah.
Say bye and thanks for watching.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Subscribe with my toy jam. I'll see you later. Bye.
Okay, let's go. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for everything. Like I said, the 2 people who won the action figures tonight, I have both your addresses.
What figure?
So those will go out sometime. Stop.
Whoops.
Oh, stop. Yep, put those back up here. Those will go out sometime this week. And I will let you know. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. That's it for tonight. Have a good night. Thank you.